Hello there everyone, this is Neko here, getting ready to play Satisfactory. Alright, so I'll catch you up. I haven't done much other than a lot of belting and a lot of wiring. Sadly, I was not able to get my phase 3 going just yet because I have to get phase 2 up and going first. Now today we're going to spend time setting up a quartz factory and getting a few things going there. Mostly because I want to be able to get the ability to, what is it? Oh, I gotta go build another scanner, but I want to be able to get the ability to start scanning for hard drives. Why? Because then maybe I can reduce the number of factories or number of items I need. By the way, if you guys enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification. I do videos every day, and I try to show tips, tricks, helpful hints, and other fun junk. Anyways, back to this. So I'm gonna with having to take care of two disabled parents and dealing with a full-time job, I don't have the time or the resources to try and achieve a 30-minute run for each phase. In other words, production run. Setup time is different. Like setup, it's taking hours, but my goal was to try and get from start to finish. In other words, I flip on the factory from there over, and it starts producing. And by the time it's all done, within 30 minutes, I would have the phase complete. But yeah, so instead, I'm gonna cut that in half and try and achieve it in an hour. And depending on how things go, I may even cut that in half and effectively try and achieve it in 2 hours. Now, I'm gonna show, you can see here that this is like an organized spaghetti mess. It's not like spaghetti like everywhere, but it's also not 100% organized. As you can see here, we've got a belt coming across this belt, going down here and then back up in there under this belt, and then when you got these belts going across here, you've got that belt going through there. It's like an organized spaghetti. But the one part that was the most frustrating was over here, and that was my screws. Ooh boy. We're at a point where my belts cannot keep up because I needed, for the current factory, I needed about 1,100 screws, and the belts can only hold 480. So I had to figure out how to set this up so that I can actually balance it within reason. So we have 3 belt levels. You've got the first one right there, which feeds like a bunch of machines up to about 480 screws. Then we have the second level, which is right there. So anything that's left over, wait, which area is it? Ah, right here we've got these 2 machines that feed down here to those machines way over there. And once this fills up, whatever's left over goes up here to the third belt. And that goes along there. And then we have the third belt being fed from these 2 machines. And then whatever's left over from the first belt here will go up to the third belt and go through and feed whatever I need there. So this should balance out the amount of screws I need. I'm hoping. Now, because of that, we had to have some fun with up here. Up here, I normally, if it wasn't for having to build like 3 belts and screwing around there, I would have just fed all these plates rather than having to move them up here. I would have had them neatly come across here and basically come up and loop up and feed through here and be all nice, tidy, and neat. But nope, I had to lift them up here. Then I had to put a splitter and create this little U to hit this side of the splitters. So once we get a next tier belt, woo, we're definitely going to be changing up this and cleaning this up. And we're going to be hitting into higher and higher, more resource zones like that, and the tier 3 phase belt, or tier 3 factory is going to basically be like that. Now, I probably spent too long on this, but like I said, we're going to be setting up a quartz factory. It's a small one, so it shouldn't take too long. So, and the reason why we need the quartz factory is because we have a recipe called the rigger motor, or whatever the hell you want to call it. And that takes oscillating quartz oscillator things. I believe you make them in the this machine, the manufacturer. Yes, crystal oscillator. Wait, do I not? Oh, do you make them in here? We got the Nautilus. Huh. Am I missing something? Oh, never mind. I know what it is. It's the rig. I may have said this, but my brain just had a brain fart. The rigger motor, which takes the crystal oscillator, which takes well, crystals or quartz. So we got to set up a factory to get this being produced, so we can get the motors being produced, and that's going to take stators and rotors and everything else. But yeah, that's what it was. Okay. But we're going to be, half of these machines are going to be basically turned off. I'm going to set them up for a 30-minute production run and probably try and belt them in so that I can, for that, well, actually, I'm not sure if I'll belt in a 30-minute production run, but I will belt in for a 60-minute production run. Now, in the last video, I was talking about the core, talking about a special area, or an area that, what the hell? I become a midget! I'm tiny as hell! That's an amazing bug! Wait. I can clear... Nope. I can clear 2 high belts. That's awesome. I can clear... I think you can clear it without this, but it's kind of funny to see my hand just like up there. And I didn't know you could achieve this. But anyways, I've got my copper steam sheet going on over here. I'm gonna have to expand this, so I'm gonna have to overclock. I'm gonna have to upgrade that to a tier 2, overclock it to like a 250%, throw in 6 more of these, and throw in 4 more of those. So that way I can have enough of these I wonder if there's a third-person view. I gotta see this. I'm a bit distracted by this, but yeah, dang it, finding it so funny. I'm dying. So over here, over here we've got our wet concrete, which I'm gonna have to start feeding that up on the belt over there. That's gonna be for my tier 3 or phase 3 factory. And then over here we've got the crystal, which we're gonna go and grab. Seeing my hands like that, just waving all over the place. It's funny as hell, especially when you start like turning and running it. Oh, it looks like a monster. Whoop. That is weird. Now I think if I slide, I should. Yes. Okay, sliding fix it. But yeah, over here you gotta worry about these idiots, which currently I thought I had enough foundations to deal with these guys, but apparently not. I may have to throw in a few other items in here. You're definitely going to want this because it's fast and it can reach far. Now, when you're coming down here, there is a special item and it's right around this tree. You can hear it. Let me get... Oh! There's an insane number of these spiders, as you can see here. I was hoping to stop that, and there's 4 entrances. Entrance 1 is like right over here, entrance 2, entrance 3, entrance 4. There might be a 5th one somewhere around here, but yeah. Right over in this little corner here is where you find a summer sloop. And I'm gonna probably use that for alien technology research, but yeah, down here you'll find one of those. Alright, this way. So over this way, there is gonna be a lot more. I did set up a small one of these, but we're gonna be reorganizing it, and this was more for research purposes. And I might actually do an even bigger, like max out the amount of this being produced, especially since when we get into aluminum and other things. Now, there was another reason why this area was special, and part of it was because this is pure. The other reason is because of not this spot, but right over here. At this area, you're gonna come across a S.A.M. And this one's normal. So I've shown 2 locations where you can find S.A.M, or 3. You've got the crater over here, which is impure. You've got the cave over here, which is normal. But you need explosives to get to that one. This one, you can fight your way through with whatever the hell you have. And it might take a little longer than what it did me if you're not using the basher or a rifle. But yeah, we've got this, which I'm thinking we're gonna plop down a thing here. Oh. Oops. I would like to get one of these on it. But, oh well. And then we have over here, pure, a second one. So, quartz is the, oh, and then there's another one that's either right over here or right on the other side of that. Yeah, right on the other side of this over here is another one. And this one's normal. Not really worth it, but if you need it, you need it. And that's, and I will say this, it took me forever to find this, because you can see here... Where the hell? Pure way over there. Sweet. But yeah, it took forever to find this because as you can see here, it's in the center of this area and the caves are way out here. And that made this a real pain for me to find. Because I was like right here, and I'm like, okay, let's head over here. Nope, nothing, nothing, nothing. I was just like running around this area. Couldn't find anything. It wasn't until I went back over here towards this that I'm like, oh, there's a cave. The question is, how do I want to split this? I'm thinking if I have that face that way, I can loop it around, have a splitter, and have more of them like this, and make use of the area here. So I think we're gonna slap down some splitters here. And then we're gonna slap down a bunch of constructors. I'm probably gonna shift that over a little bit. In other words, I probably have this go backwards behind this and run along like that. That way I'm not interfering with these or like getting in the way. And how much does this produce? 240. And we're gonna need at least 3 of these producing quartz. And we may actually need more than that, but for now well actually we may need less, but for now we'll just stick with this. Or you know what, I'll max out as many as I can, which I'm gonna have to see how many that is. So 240 divided by 375. So let's see. 240 divided by 37.5. We need 6.4, so 7 of these constructors for this. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now with the current setup, I believe we could get away with throwing on a few more on this side. So basically we would be able to get 6 on this side, 6 on that side. So we could overclock this, but I don't think we'll do that. But now we're gonna have to play Route the Belts, which means I'm most likely going to yeah, we'll set up the backside first. Mostly because then I can decide how I want to route the belts. And we'll be able to change this up later. For now, let's just... Nope, did I not? We'll have to hope in that one. If it's not, I'll just quick fix. I'm assuming we're gonna only need 4 of these for to achieve my ultimate goal. Although phase 4 may change that, so we may end up having to come back down here and rebuild some stuff. Especially when we need to get into fuel and batteries and all kinds of other junk. Yeah, let's just reroute this. I can hear them stuck under the floor. There's like one somewhere around here. Alright. So this means I can now slap that to that. And then actually we're gonna want to put belts on this. 25. Okay, so we should have plenty of room for that for mergers. I think what we'll do is we'll slap it so it goes around this way and then up and over. And we'll have it go up and over this. What? Oh. That's stupid. I hate when it does that. It's like too steep and it's like, no, it's not. See? Alright, that should take care of that. We'll have that up and over like that. Now we can get the mergers. And this should take care of most of our needs for quartz. One, two, three, four. We'll stick with 4 for now. If we need more, we'll slap more on. Alright, now we can power everything up. Yay! Which means you need to come. Yeah, that will work. So we're gonna slap down poles. And I might set up a little thing for S.A.M over here and sync it. Once we actually start using it, I might do a few other things for, but in the meantime, we're not doing that, so we're not using it. So it's a good resource sync. Oh wow, that's one hell of a place to place a slug. I wouldn't. If it wasn't for the glowing, I probably wouldn't have seen it. Actually, I didn't see it until literally just now on camera when I was building, setting everything up. You go into there. You go in there. Over there. Over here. And we'll set one more up right here. And you. Nope. Actually, you know what? Yes, we'll do that and that. And we'll get the quartz ran back out of here. Might as well. And then from there, I won't get it all the way out. I'll just get it most of the way. This way I can have it ready to go when I start belting up my phase 3. And I need quartz. I can just be like, here we go. We're gonna have to turn, what do you call it? We're gonna have to turn the straight off. I kind of wish there was a diagonal also. The diagonal option would be nice. Yeah. And we're gonna have to pretty up the entrance and exit route here. Otherwise, it's gonna be a hell of a mess. Dang it. Especially when I'm gonna have to jump over or walk. But for now, this is just to get it up and going. Oh, ran out. Dang it. We're gonna have to get more encased concrete. And, you know what? We'll finish this with research. We'll go get the Fissit blueprint thingy built because I do have 5, 10? Yeah, I have 100 of them built, which means I can use them. Whee! By the way, if you're wondering, if you press C, you can quick cancel the parachute. And that actually is very helpful, especially when you're trying to survive. Because if you're like flying through here and then you want to get down faster, you just press C. I wonder how... I gotta figure out how to achieve that bug again. That was just like funny as hell. At least to me it was. Alright, we need to go up, which means I'm gonna cut across here. Anyways, enough of that. Oh yeah, alien technology. I gotta research, I gotta craft like 100 of those, stupid S.A.M fluctuator thingies. I definitely want to get the upload from, inventory, and I want to be able to get this up to a 240 per minute, because that will make a huge difference. Especially that will basically allow me to build anywhere at any time for any reason. This is something that makes me curious too, because I might end up slapping these all into the phases. So when I get to like phase 4, I might just slap a bunch of these into them and increase the output. We need oscillators. I got the nuts, but not the stuff. Quartz, I need to get this. This will allow scannable hard drives, which will be helpful. And this here, the radar technology, will tell us how many active things, or tell us things within a certain radius of these, which will be very, very helpful. This would be helpful, but half the time there isn't really any roads built, or if there are, you end up building over them and messing up. Anyways.
Milestone reached. Blueprints reduce repetitive building tasks, further optimizing your progression towards saving Earth, with its beautiful ecosystems, abundant natural resources, and sunsets over frolicking puppies and kittens. The blueprint designer allows you to build and combine structures once and then duplicate that configuration effortlessly. Any complaints about the spatial restrictions will only reveal your own inefficiencies.
There's a lot of people who were complaining that it was too small, and so eventually they made it like the number 2. The whole goal wasn't to make it so you could be like, alright, this entire factory, plop, done. It was to make it so it's like you got this little like 9x9 squares, so you'd be like, okay, this section, boop, this section, boop, and so on and so on. But Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna look for something. If I'm gonna start looking into the jetpack, we're gonna need to get fuel packaging first. Because then we can package fuel and then we can put it in the jetpack and have fun with that. I think, though, we might go with the monorail so I can actually set up some delivery system. But for now, we need to get in the phase 3 so we can start getting into better, bigger, badder boats and better items. Probably should set this up, but too lazy to set up this. This actually requires, well, it doesn't require, but it will be helpful if you have fluid packing. Anyways, we'll call it here. It's been a little long. Didn't get exactly to what I was hoping right away, but still. If you guys enjoyed, please like. If you didn't, I understand. If you want, you can check out my channel. I do play a bunch of other games. Also, make sure to subscribe. Once I hit 1,000, though, that no more people will be added to my in-screen credits. So make sure to do it now. And after a certain amount of time, I'll add you on. If you do subscribe before the 1,000. Anyways, if you guys want to see more, check out my channel. And yes, I know I repeat myself, but sometimes it takes repeating. Anyways, if you want to see more of this series, you can also check out the in-screen credits, although that usually shows the most recent uploaded video. For now, bye-bye!